You know, there's a lot of things I love about the RV industry. And then there's a handful of things that just make absolutely zero sense to me. Like, why in a bunkhouse fifth wheel do the kids always get the biggest, tallest, best, cool room to call home? That doesn't make sense. They're more gravity friendly. They're shorter to the ground. Mom and Dad, you're bigger. Don't you deserve the big slide room? That's why I love this one right here. Basically, it's backwards. So you see our entry door over there on the right. We're actually kind of at the back of the RV facing forward. And this layout, there's always been something about it. It has felt familiar, but it's so foreign in the towable RV industry, I hadn't really considered it, and all of a sudden it hit me. This is a fifth wheel motorhome floor plan. It's a gooseneck motorhome, because instead of a driver's cab and bunk above in the front, we have a private front quad bunk room, which is just very, very unconventional, very, very cool. Something I really like, I think is very smart, because again, the littles, let them duck. Let them bump their heads every now and then. Give yourselves the big room in the back. Although that timeout seat right next to that room, that is definitely going to get some use from time to time. Sliding privacy door can close that off there. That is a trifold sleeper sofa over there, although with all the bunks in the front, I don't know that you're going to need that or the dinette for sleeping space. Working our way up front here. What's nice about this, because it's, you know, the kids and their bones are bendy, you can throw a mattress on the floor and they're cool. And frankly, if you got littles, that's actually kind of a nice little safety facet, so they don't accidentally, you know, roll off the bed and, you know, tumble off the top bunk there and deliver a John Cena hidden, unseen elbow from the top rope, brother, or something like that. Now, with no slide over here in the kitchen, they had the opportunity to make this cabinetry really tall. And they did. Same thing over here in your big pantry space. And yeah, you're going to need a 2 or 3 stepper. Even I would, to get to that top stuff right there. But at least it's storage and it's not wasted space. Speaking of which, we can talk about it, or we can actually take a look at it here, which I think, you know, seems appropriate to do. All the windows in that super slide, by the way, open for airflow. And it's not always as obvious here when I'm walking around, but I want to point out on like the side of the kitchen counter right there, there's some outlets, and under that overhead cabinet right there, there's also more power outlets. Now, moving back, again, very much like a motorhome, it's interesting. We actually have a walk-through middle bathroom, but I'm going to hit that from the other direction because I just have a better angle at doing it. And I keep referring to this as almost like a gooseneck motorhome. If you look at this, this has a layout very similar to like a big motorhome, except that is a true queen bed. That is a 60 by 80 true queen back here, and very similar, again, to that motorized concept that I keep discussing. If I, hold on, let me slide off my shoes because I'm climbing on the bed over here. Climb up here in the headboard area. You've got just, you know, giant mine and yours kind of wardrobe space. Now, you might notice there's no drawers over there. That's actually a little outside storage pocket we'll see in just a minute. But giving you a quick look around all this good stuff right here, you can see, again, symmetrical hanging space, and then there's 8 dresser drawers in here. What I like about that is you have, you know, some decent dedicated dresser space for the bunk room up front. But if you need, you know, more socks and undies space for all the kiddos, depending on how many are with you, you might really appreciate the extra drawer space that you have in here. And this is one of the things I love about this model. As a taller person, a lot of RV showers do not fit me very, very well. Because this shower is on the lower deck, even though this is an Eagle HT, so the roof tapers down in the back, as opposed to, say, like a North Point or what would have been Eagle Premier at the time this was made. It's like, what is it's like got to be at least 8 foot tall up there. You know, it's a big, nice, large space. And again, very similar to a motorhome. You have like a private water closet so that if somebody needs to use the potty, they don't totally cut the camper in half. Although shower time definitely does. And I'll say overall out here, from the ground level, just walking around it like this, you can see that it needs a decent cleaning. Overall, it looks pretty solid. Knowing a couple other extra little things to look for and where to look, I do see a couple areas where it's showing a little bit of age, but nothing that's majorly concerning. Like, I haven't found, big leaks and problems. She's done her job. She's held together well. What I'm getting at is just, this is normal weathering stuff. Like, it just needs, like, some of this little screw trim stuff kind of replaced as it gets hot and cold. And hello, Mr. Stink Bug, how you doing? Get out of there. Those things are just all over in force right now. I can see 17 of them where I'm standing here. Anyway, as the RV gets exposed to sun and cold here in the Midwest, it expands and contracts. That stuff just kind of shrinks up. You just pinch it in place when you get some new stuff. It's really not complicated. Because this does not have a traditional upper deck, you don't have a traditional pass-through. That is one of the more interesting aspects of this RV. And it looks like the water heater on this was draining as they went down the road, which is why you see a little bit of that rusty campground water spray and splatter right there. MORryde CRE 3000 suspension shackle system. That's something Jayco's been doing standard on their Eagle series for a long time now. That is one of those things you see people, like, I've seen people dedicating videos and stuff like that to, we're going to upfit our existing RV to the MORryde suspension. This just already has it. It also has a towing hitch with, four-way wiring harness and safety chain hooks on the back, which is kind of cool. We're going to get up on the roof in just a little bit. The underbelly of this is enclosed. It is forced air heated. It is insulated. We have power front leveling jacks, power rear stabilizers, and you see those smexy looking frameless windows looking awful smexy. And while she needs a little bath from the ground level, I'm actually really, really impressed with what I'm seeing up here on the roofing. I think at worst, a couple of these sealants, like around the skylight, need a little touch-up bead on the corners. But overall, you can see how the roof has been cleaned and condition maintained regularly. Generally speaking, the seals look pretty good. Just really the two, like the kitchen skylight and the bathroom skylight, need some touch-ups. And being as we're on a Jayco, one of the more interesting things here is you're actually walking on plywood roof decking, which is something even those way bigger, way heavier, more expensive luxury fifth wheels over there, they can't say that. Well, they could say it, but it wouldn't be true. Also, they can't say that because they're fifth wheels and they lack mouths. But I noticed something as I was coming down that ladder, where the ladder stanchions connect to the rear wall, those like horizontal arm supports that connect the trailer to the RV. The sealant around those looks pretty worn out and dried out. I also noticed that kind of got me looking a little bit closer at a few other things. Some of the things, like some of these corner sealants over here, they're looking past their prime. This is normal wear and tear stuff, just like you need to change fluids in your vehicle every now and then. You need to reseal certain things on your RV now and then. This appears to not be at a problem stage yet. I certainly wouldn't leave it like that for like another 2 years or anything, especially here in the Midwest where we get freezing and thawing back and forth. But you take a weekend to really go around this, put some self-leveling sealant around that skylight up top, put some non-sag sealant down your vertical surfaces. She'll be all right. And bonus points to anybody who noticed, just like I am now when I first described this RV as being backwards, I was walking backwards. Now, I don't have the continuity skills of, say, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but every now and then I throw a little thing in there. Never went to school for this stuff. I'm not trained in videography. I'm just an experienced idiot. And every now and then, I don't know, it just feels right to me. Anyway, if you like, enough about that. I'm not going to be a movie director anytime soon. If you like what you see here, you have a couple more questions, I'll leave you a link in the video description where you can check pricing and availability. Call our team anytime. We'll do the best we can to fill in the blanks for you. You need it delivered somewhere. You just need to know what size truck you need to haul it. We can take care of all that too. We're ready when you're ready. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone.